Hello, Elvis fans. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a cold. I'm going to try to get through this video without having to clear my throat too much. I thought we would talk a little bit today about the Aztec sundial jumpsuit that has brought some controversy into the Elvis conspiracy world. Um, as you all know, Elvis wore a large variety of jumpsuits from 1969 until 1976. Um, Lots of different jumpsuits. I forget how many exactly there are. I think I have 70 something of them just on my Facebook page. Um, and we've talked before about hints that Elvis left behind. We did a whole video on that. So I want to focus on the hints just within this jumpsuit. Um, in 1977, Elvis had two primary jumpsuits that he wore. And one of them was the King of Spades, which is the black jumpsuit that represents the biblical King David. And everyone knows that Elvis wore the Star of David around his neck a lot of the time. Elvis's jumpsuits usually represented something in his life or had some type of special meaning to him. Um, so as we've talked about before, in March of 1977, Elvis went away with all of his friends on a leisure trip to Hawaii. And everybody said he was acting strange, as though he was saying goodbye. That was in March. The last two tours that Elvis did in 1977, he wore one jumpsuit exclusively, which was very strange for him. He usually mixed up his jumpsuits and wore different ones on different nights. But from April of 1977 all the way through, um, from that point on, he wore specifically the Aztec sundial jumpsuit that had the Aztec calendar on the front of it. Um, and I'll put a picture of that jumpsuit at the end of this video. Um, but everybody knows the one I'm talking about. And it has the wheel on the front that is the Aztec calendar that it has 8 points on the inside of it in the circle and 16 points on the outside, which many believe would have represented the 8th month, August, and the day, the 16th. A lot of people think that's why he stuck to this one exclusive uh, jumpsuit after April, because he was leaving a hint that he was working up to August 16th. Um, I actually took some time. If you go to azteccalendar.com, I was doing some research on the jumpsuit, and I ran across this website. And on the website, you can put in a specific date, and it will tell you what was believed uh, that day represented um, back then. And if you type in August 16th, 1977, there's a few things that pop up that kind of explain what was going on in Elvis's life August 16th. And you know, Elvis was big into numerology. Um, he believed in basing huge life events around specific numbers, dates, things like that to improve the odds, to not tempt fate, different things. Well, according to AztecCalendar.com, the date of August 16th, 1977 has a few points that I thought were worth mentioning. One, it says that it was a good day to focus on the needs of others, a bad day to focus on one's own needs. And that got me to thinking that, you know, Elvis was thinking about the needs of others. He was trying to save lives by doing what he did on that day. Um, and he certainly, his own needs, he wasn't doing it for his own needs. Um, he was giving up his life, his career, um, the only way of life he had known for 21 years in order to help save others. So it was a bad day for his own needs, but it was a good day for the needs of others. It also said that it was a dangerous day, one of great risks, requiring great courage and diligence. And I got to thinking, Elvis would have definitely picked this date based on what the Aztec calendar said its meaning was, because he was definitely showing great courage with what he was doing. He was going up against some very dangerous people um, in order to do what he felt he needed to do for America. Um, and then one other point that it mentioned was that this day united the worlds of dreaming and being awake. And I got to thinking how that might make Elvis feel to know that that day represented that, because to be moving from one life to another overnight the way that he did, it had to seem like a dream to him. But he knew he was awake. He knew he was living this, and that there was really no other way out. Um, if anyone else, there have been lots of things mentioned, and I'm not going to tell you what they are right now, but there have been a lot of things mentioned on different websites as to other clues that may or may not have been in the Aztec sundial jumpsuit. And if you can think of any that you've heard that you think could be relevant, could be true, just leave them in the comments under this video. Um, but I've just always found it very interesting that, Elvis wore hundreds of jumpsuits when he did his Elvis on tour in 1972. He wore several different jumpsuits on that one tour. But in 1977, the last two tours, he wore one specific jumpsuit. And I've always felt that there had to be a reason for that. Elvis liked to be flashy. He liked to change his clothes up. Everybody knows that about him. But from April of '77 to his very last concert, which was June 26th, 1977, in Indianapolis, Indiana, he only wore one jumpsuit for every concert every night. So please list below this video any other clues that you think this jumpsuit contains, any other relevance, meanings. I would love to look those over and maybe put something together for our website about the Aztec jumpsuit. So until next time, thanks for joining me today. And when I get over this cold, we'll see about doing another video. Thank you very much.